And it is now time for the main event, Corey. The KDW World Heavyweight Championship is on the line here. Jason Xavier and Just Jeremy Jensen.
We've been talking about this match for months. I'm amped up, pumped up, ready to party.
From Bethlehem, New York, weighing in at 260 pounds, the Alpha and the Omega, Jason Xavier.
And here he is, Corey. Jason Xavier is a mountain of a man. How is Jeremy Jensen going to overcome the challenger here tonight?
The only answer I have is prayer. I mean, at this point, when you have a matchup this differentiating, how do you not have the only answer being prayer? Look at him. Jason Xavier is one of the biggest men I have ever seen in my life. Jeremy Jensen is one of the most athletic guys I've ever seen. Without a doubt, the most athletic guy in the locker room. But the fact is, there's a size differential.
All the props in the world goes to Jeremy Jensen. He is the KDW champion. He has earned his spot as KDW champion. But this will be, without question, the biggest challenge that he has ever faced.
And you know I'm a huge Jensen fan. But it's like, look at Floyd Mayweather. Look at Conor McGregor. They have their weight sizes. Neither one, regardless of their talent, would match up against Mike Tyson. Size matters. I know that Jeremy Jensen is the champion going in. He is a fighting champion, one of the best fighting champions in KDW history. But the fact is, there's a size matchup issue here. I'm worried for Jensen's health.
Corey, what are the keys to this matchup? Obviously, speed's going to be a factor. If Jensen can stay away from Xavier, use his speed to his advantage, does he have a chance?
Of course he has a chance. Jeremy Jensen is one of the best champs we've ever seen. He's one of the fastest champs we've ever seen, so obviously speed is a factor. However, he has to be concerned because if he gets hit, that power is going to keep him down. This may be one of the first times we've seen the Vegas betting odds favor the challenger.
Yeah, Seymour Dinero has firmly said all the Vegas money is riding on Jason Xavier tonight.
The crowd is on Jensen's side, though. That's nice to see. The ref squares up boots, make sure we got a clean match.
Looks like Xavier's sporting new digs tonight.
Xavier coming out with the cape is just intimidating.
And Corey,
Jensen looks good early with the kicks.
Here's the quickness, the quick kicks.
The thing with Jason Xavier is he's very much built like a redwood. If you chop him down, it doesn't matter how big he is because he's just going to fill your fireplace. The one question here, though, is that if the redwood lands on you, you don't recover.
And that's the thing. If Jensen can cut down Xavier's base, he has more than a fighting chance. If he can take him down, that strength isn't going to matter.
Xavier uses the ropes to his advantage. He's got a lot of ring smarts. Both guys are very ring intelligent. Jeremy Jensen continues to chop down Xavier. The question is, who's got the cardio endurance? Because we have a matchup of power versus speed, David versus Goliath. I think it's going to come down to cardio.
And some will say that, going to the ropes the way Xavier is, that, it's the easy way out. But if I'm Jason Xavier and I got someone who's faster than me, why not go to the ropes to get back up?
Yeah, and people who say that have never been in the ring. Because, Chris, you and I have both in the ring for big-time matches, and we both know, use what you've got. When someone's got it, even if it's a slight advantage on you, go to the ropes, collect yourself, get yourself back in the game plan you want it. It's a way to control the timing of a match.
Sometimes the best offense is defense.
Exactly. Xavier has Jensen locked up in the corner. Big Irish whip.
And
Jensen
there's the power. That's the power right there, Corey.
Jensen is going to feel that one for a long time.
That's the power that we were talking about earlier on. He has to overcome the strength of Jason Xavier.
The thing about Xavier is he's throwing elbows in the corner, and he looks like he's having fun with it. Wow.
And this is the pace of matchup that you want if you're Jason Xavier. Take it slow, methodical. Just beat down your opponent. If it stays at this pace, Jensen's going to be hard-pressed to get himself back into this matchup.
But the one thing you could never count Jeremy Jensen out for is that regardless of the size matchup, there's not many in the industry with a heart like Jeremy Jensen. There's a reason he's champion. Yes, Xavier is stronger. Another huge clothesline. But you can't count out Jensen.
I'm not counting him out, Cory, but the human body can only take so much punishment. And blow after blow, if Xavier continues this, there's no way Jensen's going to be able to survive.
The big thing here, too.
And Xavier knows it. Look at him. He knows he's wearing down the champion.
And we've talked to a lot of sports scientists. And the interesting thing is, regardless of how tough Jensen is, they said for every 14 blows Jensen deals, it equals one of Xavier's. So yes, he's faster, but I hope his heart matches up just for the sake of his young, happy career.
And Xavier just delivered a huge boot to Jensen's face. Jensen's out on his feet. He has no idea where he is right now.
A huge kick by Xavier. Jensen's out on the ropes.
And I just want to point out, look at the athleticism of Jason Xavier.
Yeah, one of my biggest fears here is there's not many built like Xavier, as athletic as Xavier, as ready as Xavier.
I mean, we talked earlier about the terrific athleticism of the UPW champion, Maddock. Xavier's bigger than Maddock, and he still has that athleticism. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's scary here. We can just keep our fingers crossed for Jensen victory.
And once again, here it is, Cory, just the slow, methodical beatdown of the KDW World Heavyweight Champion.
But the fight of Jensen is admirable. Jensen brings himself together trying to climb up the ropes.
Xavier is kind of moving people around on the ringside area. Tell him again to move. Xavier taking him up in the air.
Jensen
roll
with
up by
roll
Jensen, cover, title on the line. Kick out at 2 by Xavier.
Xavier flings him over like it's nothing.
Court, 2 feet. It took him 2 feet. From his back, he threw Jensen over the top rope.
The quick thinking of Xavier is scary and intimidating. It makes me wonder what the outcome of the KDW Universe could be with the Xavier champion. The crowd tries to rally Jensen.
It's going to take more than clapping to get Jensen back into this matchup, Cory. Xavier is wearing him down right now.
And we spoke with Jensen, and as all of you know, I'm a huge Jensen fan, but Jensen said it himself. A year ago, he faced off against Xavier
and was destroyed.
Obliterated. Yes, he's had a year to prepare for a man like this, but how do you prepare? A quick dodge by Jensen, and he's making me eat my words.
One way to stop the Giant from beating you down is to hurt the hand that he beat you with.
If you can use his size against him, you have a good chance here. The question is, how do you catch up to him? Huge
choke slam on the apron. And just like that, Cory, Xavier right back in control.
Jensen might need surgery on his larynx after that one.
I mean, every time Jeremy Jensen fights back, one move puts all the momentum back over to Xavier.
And that's where strength comes into play. And like I said, cardio is going to be the deciding factor. But strength versus speed comes down to cardio.
KDW titles on the line, Cory. Cover, kick out at 2 by the champion.
Big kick out by the champ. There's a reason he holds the strap.
Cory, at this point, he's just going on instincts alone. He can't have any idea where he is right now.
Xavier says the champ doesn't belong, and
so far he's proving it right.
Although the kickouts are what some would argue.
Nice
rolls onto the big
there
boot.
By Jensen, and here come the forearms again. But the forearms aren't doing enough damage.
But the drop kick puts him in the corner. Jensen shows life.
Jensen trying to will himself back into this matchup.
Big elbow by Jensen. Another elbow. Spinning sets him up. Oh, Xavier fights back.
There it is. There it is. Once again, it's the strength of Xavier.
Jensen's still alive. Sets him up for the butterfly.
Oh, the butterfly to retain the championship. Kick out at 2 by Xavier. Cory, this is the opening that Jensen needs. This is the first time that he's really had Xavier off his feet the entire matchup.
Jensen sets himself up to show why he's champion, why he deserves to be in control of this match. The crowd's behind him, and this is one of those matchups you see once in a lifetime. Fans almost don't deserve.
Another
Huge running elbow.
Forearm there by Jensen, followed by an elbow. Cory, Jensen is trying to put it all on the line right here.
Xavier's woozy.
Has to take advantage of this.
Jensen's in trouble. Huge drop knee from Xavier to the, I think I saw teeth fly out of Jensen's mouth.
Championship on the line, cover,
How
kick
is he
out
still
at
alive?
2.
He just lost his 2 front teeth.
Listen, you're never going to say that Jensen doesn't have heart. He has probably more heart than anyone else here does. But
Question is, does heart get in the way of your career? Jensen is young. He's got life. He could put his career on the line here. If he gets too hurt, he may never be able to wrestle again. Is a championship worth it?
The small package, title on the line, cover. And that's the quickness, Cory. That's the quickness he needs to use. Another roll-up. Every time he forces Xavier to kick out, he's expending energy. A crucifix.
Jensen tries to show that he is the crucifix that can take down Xavier.
And you see right there, Xavier is getting slower.
Jensen tries to set up the action we've seen so often from him, and Xavier is just so on top of it.
One hand, one arm. Like a rag doll, Cory. Look at him.
I'm worried for the sake of our beloved champion.
Championship on the line, cover.
Kick out by the champ.
2 again by Jensen.
Electricity flowing through that heart still. He's not stopping.
Cory, we're getting to the point where you have to wonder, is the championship worth the damage he's doing to his body?
And that's what I was trying to bring up earlier, where Jensen has such a beautiful career in front of him. Why not just avoid a man like Xavier? Wow. A drop in the corner takes the life out of our champ. The crowd tries to rally Jensen, but I don't know if he's breathing anymore.
Cory, this could be it right here. This could be the end of Jensen's championship reign. The champ is down on his back. Championship on the line. And Cory, that's it. We have a new KDW World Heavyweight Champion, Jason Xavier.
Xavier is the beast revived, but for the sake of our beloved Jensen, I just hope he's breathing.
Cory, the Xavier era has begun here at KDW, and I'm scared for the entire roster. This is what Xavier's done his entire career.
Xavier dropped his belt, called his shot, and hit it out of the freaking arena.
He traded it in. He told you he was going to trade the T3 title in for Jeremy Jensen's title, and he just did it easily.
The question is the rest of the locker room willing to put their lives, I'm not talking body, I'm not talking pain, I'm talking lives on the line to compete with a man like Xavier?
We'll find out when we're back here in 2 months, Cory.
Buckle up. Xavier's driving.